AI-generated art, AI-generated songs. AI, what is that? It sure is a lot of fun. But when foundation models are applied to big business, well, you need to think bigger. Because AI in business needs to be held to a higher standard. Built to be trusted, secured, and adaptable. This isn't simple automation that is only trained to do one thing. This is AI that is built and focused to work across your organization. This isn't committing to a single system. This is hybrid-ready AI that can scale across your systems. This isn't wondering where an answer came from. This is AI that can show its work. When you build AI into the core of your business, you can go so much further. This is more than AI. This is AI for business.
WatsonX is our new integrated data and AI platform. It consists of three primary parts. First, WatsonX.data. It is our massive curated data repository that is ready to be tapped to train and fine-tune models with state-of-the-art data management system. WatsonX.ai. This is an enterprise studio to train, validate, tune, and deploy traditional machine learning and foundation models that provide generative capabilities. And WatsonX.governance. This is a powerful set of tools to ensure your AI is executing responsibly. WatsonX.data, WatsonX.ai, WatsonX.governance. They work together seamlessly throughout the entire lifecycle of foundation models. And true to our commitment to hybrid cloud architectures, WatsonX is built on top of Red Hat OpenShift. Not only does it provide seamless integration of WatsonX components, it allows you to access and deploy your AI workloads in any IT environment, no matter where they are located. So say you're a data scientist and want to access the data that is in a public cloud, some that is on-prem, some that may be in another external database, or on a public cloud, a second one, or anywhere else outside your hybrid cloud platform. So you access the platform from your laptop and invoke WatsonX.data. It establishes the necessary connections between the data sources so you can access the data easily. We've been building our IBM data pile, combining raw data collected from public sources with IBM proprietary data. We're bringing data from different domains: the internet, code, academic sources, enterprise, and more. We have used WatsonX.data to collect petabytes of data across dozens of domains to produce trillions of tokens that we can use to train foundation models. And besides the raw data and our proprietary data, we allow clients to bring their own data to enrich and improve their purpose-built foundation models. It is all stored in .data, with granular metadata that provides traceable governance for each file or document. So now we take this and we move to filter and process the data. First, we identify the provenance and the ID of the data. Then we need to categorize it. We classify it, for example, in a pile for different languages, let's say English, Spanish, German, and so on. A pile of code data that we then separate by programming language, Java, Ansible, COBOL, and so on, and any other category that we have. Now, we filter it. We do analytics and get rid of duplicated data. Now we identify hate, abuse, and profanity in the data, and we remove it. We filter it for private information, licensing constraints, and data quality. By annotating, we allow data scientists to determine the right thresholds for their filtering. Having done all of that, the pile is now ready for the next step. We version and tag the data. Each data set, after being filtered and preprocessed, receives a data card. The data card has the name and the version of the pile, specifies its content, and filters that have been applied to it, and any other relevant content to make it easy to manage and track different choices of the work and the right subsets of the data that we've used to develop the foundation models. Now, we can have multiple data piles. They coexist in .data, and access to different versions of data for different purpose is managed seamlessly. So we're now ready to take the pile and start training our model. This is step 2 in our AI workflow. So we move from .data to .ai and start by picking a model architecture from the 5 families that IBM provides. These are bedrock of models, and they range from encoder-only, encoder-decoder, decoder-only, and other novel architectures. So let's pick the encoder-decoder sandstone to train the model, and pick a target data pile version from the piles that is in .data. .ai allows training with computing resources across the hybrid cloud. In this case, it runs on IBM Vela. Vela is a first-of-a-kind cloud-native AI supercomputer that we built last year. It gives you bare metal performance in the cloud with a virtualization overhead that is less than 5%. And we're making it available as a service. WatsonX.ai autoscales the resources for the training being done. And the first thing that we need to do is to tokenize the data according to the requirements of the model. So we first query the data using the version ID for the pile we want to use. That materializes a copy of the data set on Vela for tokenization. What this means is that, for example, if we're building a large language model, the sentences in the data are broken into tokens. And this process can create trillions of them. And we use the tokens to train the model. Now, training is a very complex and time-consuming task. It can require dozens, hundreds, even thousands of GPUs and can take days, weeks, and even months. Training in Watson.ai takes advantage of the best open source technology out there to simplify the user experience. Built on Codeflare, using PyTorch and Ray, it also integrates Hugging Face to bring you a rich variety of open formats. Once training is done, the model is ready for validation. So for each model we train, we run an extensive set of benchmarks to evaluate the model quality across a wide range of metrics. Once the model passes all the thresholds across the benchmarks, it is packaged and marked as ready for use. For each model, we create a model card that lists all the details of the model. We will have many different models, trained on different piles, with different target goals. Next, we go to WatsonX.governance to combine the data card that has the detailed provenance information for the data pile that was used for training with the model card that has the detailed information on how the model was trained and validated. Together, they form a fact sheet. This fact sheet is cataloged in .governance and all the other fact sheets for all the models that we have available for use. Now, let's go on to tune the model that we just created, and what we mean by that is to adapt it to new downstream tasks, which is the basis for the large productivity gains that is afforded by foundation models. So say, in this case, you're a different persona. You're the application developer. So you can access WatsonX.ai and start by picking a model from the catalog to work with. We have a family of IBM models specialized for different domains, but we also have a rich set of open models because we believe in the creativity of the global AI community and in the diversity of models it offers, and we want to bring that to you. In this case, we pick Sandstone.3b from the IBM language models, which is the model that we just trained. We set up the options for tuning, the tuning approach. We pick summarization as an example as the base model to use. Now we can access and use business proprietary data to tune the base model and for the task that we choose, whether that business data is located anywhere in the hybrid cloud platform. So now we send prompts and tuning data, and that's used to tune the model in .ai. You get the outcome of the prompt on the model. This process happens back and forth many times, and in the end, you end up with a set of ideal prompts to use. The model is now specialized and ready to deploy. This is the final step in our AI workflow. The application where you want to use the foundation model can live in the public cloud, it can live on-prem, or on the edge. And you can really deploy and run foundation models efficiently wherever you need them. And the deployed model can be used in many different applications. So for example, we've embedded foundation models in Watson Assistant. For text generation in Assistant, you describe the topic that you want the assistant to handle. And it generates the corresponding conversational flow. We have an inference stack to scale the serving of the model in applications. It consists of state-of-the-art technology that has been field tested for scalable model serving. This is how WatsonX allows us to go from data to a model that is trusted, governed, deployed and ready to serve, and how we can scale that model to different applications. Once models are deployed, we continuously monitor them and update them in both .data and in .ai. We call this constant process our data and model factory. As WatsonX.governance monitors the models, if there's any change that may impact how the model can be used or performs, be it driven because we have new data that can be leveraged, or there's a change in some regulation, or law, or data licensing. Any change detected by the .governance process guides and processes the update to both the data and the model. The idea of the model factory is that that is central to solid and proper governance of AI. Now, all of these updates need to happen without disrupting the underlying applications that are leveraging the foundation models. And this data and model factory is in production today. We have already produced over 20 models across modalities like language, code, geospatial, and chemistry, and spanning different sizes of models from hundreds of millions to billions of parameters. We've infused these foundation models into IBM products, Red Hat products, and our partners' products. At IBM, over 12 foundation models are powering our IBM NLP library, which is used in over 15 IBM products and is available to ISVs. Granite models trained over code are part of IBM Watson Code Assistant, which has been applied in the Red Hat Ansible automation platform. And as you heard earlier in this event, SAP has partnered with us and is infusing foundation models into their solutions. So WatsonX is really ready for you to create value with AI.